Welcome to Sports Guy Talking. I am Dustin Tran, your host, as I am joined by guest Holden Douglas today to debate about how we should feel about the Lakers after losing Game 1 to the Nuggets. The Lakers were down by 21 points, but had a chance to tie the game as LeBron James ended up missing that three-point shot. The Nuggets got a historic performance from Nikola Jokic, though, as the Lakers had almost no answers to stop Nikola Jokic. Before I say anything else, though, I want to present you guys with a topic question. So, here it is. Do you feel better or worse about the Lakers after losing Game 1?
I feel about the same, truthfully, because I thought that the Nuggets would win Game 1, but by default, I have to say worse, just because the Lakers, in each of their previous two series, they stole the first game at home, but now they're trailing, they're going up against a better team that they've never seen before, and being down 1-0, going into Denver Game 2, you know that crowd's going to be rowdy. It's not the best situation for the Lakers. I understand that they came back and made it a close game towards the end, but in the playoffs, momentum doesn't shift from game to game. Every game is like a reset. It's like tennis. Like once the game ends, you just go to the next set. Where in basketball, where in the regular season, it's like if you almost win a game, you come back, then you're like, oh, we're feeling ourselves. We should have won that game, but we're going to go on a hot streak. But now in Game 2, there's always time for teams to prepare. They're locked in on you. So it's just a reset button. It starts over. And by default, with the Lakers dropping Game 1, they are in a worse position.
Well, I couldn't disagree more with you about your take about the LA Lakers about feeling worse after losing Game 1. If I'm the LA Lakers, I have to feel extremely encouraged from what I saw. Yeah, they might have lost the game, and yeah, they lost by 6 points, but if you told me that Nikola Jokic was going to have a historic performance, if you told me that Jamal Murray was going to score 31 points, if you told me that Bruce Brown was going to play a great game off the bench, if you told me that Michael Porter Jr. shot the ball efficiently, if you told me that KCP scored 21 points, I would have thought that the Denver Nuggets would have blown out the LA Lakers, especially with the LA Lakers being on the road, but that did not happen. The Denver Nuggets only won by 6 points, and honestly, they were lucky to escape Game 1 with a victory. You look at that fourth quarter, the LA Lakers were just beating the Denver Nuggets at will. Whatever the Lakers wanted, the Nuggets had no answer to stop whatsoever. And honestly, for the Lakers, they know what they need to do in order to take care of business against the Denver Nuggets now. Now they know they got to call a lot of pick and rolls. They got to get switched on to Jamal Murray and figure out how to hunt him down in those matchups, how to get AD in the post, how to get LeBron James in the post. And if the Denver Nuggets send help, then guys like Dennis Schroeder, guys like D'Angelo Russell, guys like Austin Reeves have to knock down their three-point shots. If they can do that, then they're going to be at a pretty good, effective level. So you look at it from that perspective. The LA Lakers, this is a moral victory. So just for the Lakers, they got to feel pretty good about themselves because now they know what it got to take in order to succeed on the offensive side of the floor. As for on the defensive end of the floor, now they know how to slow down Jokic because Jokic didn't even score a single field goal in that fourth quarter. Nikola Jokic's only points came from the free throw line in the fourth quarter. Now they know don't put AD on Jokic. Now they know put Rui Hachimura on Jokic and use Anthony Davis as the help defender because Anthony Davis can now kind of quote-unquote guard Aaron Gordon because they know that Aaron Gordon has a liability with his jump shot. So the Denver Nuggets, they got to figure out a way how to get Anthony Davis out of the help picture with Nikola Jokic because if they don't, this could become problematic. And like I said earlier in the week, whoever wins a road game first in the series is going to end up winning because both of these teams are very good at home. So for the LA Lakers to remain as competitive as they did with the Denver Nuggets, that has to make some encouraging signs for the LA Lakers to have.
I get where you're coming from when you say that the Lakers should feel better about themselves. And it's like what I've said, I don't think they're in that much worse of a position. But I said due to the loss, it is a little bit worse of a spot that they are in. And I get that they played well in the fourth quarter, but you have to look at how well the other Laker players played. Davis had 40 points, and we've known how inconsistent he can be on the offensive end. You saw Austin Reeves, he scored 23. You had Rui Hachimura, he scored 16. And obviously, those guys are come and go on the offensive end. So I think in this series, it's going to be a lot more scoring from both sides of the ball. And I think that favors Denver. The biggest thing about the Lakers versus Nuggets series is I don't know what the Lakers are going to do with Jamal Murray. I can see Jamal Murray consistently averaging 25 to 30 points throughout this series. And I don't see him having that much trouble or that much defense against him because Jamal Murray, he is an elite guard. And the Lakers, they have not done the best of job defending defending the backcourt. So in this series, Jamal Murray is going to be the biggest X factor, and that's still a question I think the Lakers do not have the answer for, and that is someone that I think that the Lakers are going to have a lot of trouble with. It's not enough for me to say, oh, the Lakers should feel better, because there's a lot of things they found out, but there's a lot of things I still have questions about. I don't know how they're going to stop all the role players because Denver's so deep. I don't know what they're going to do with Jamal Murray. They're not in like a terrible spot right now. I still think they can win game 2. They can come back, win the series. Like, they're not in no man's land, but they're not in the best spot. Denver still has the upper hand. They were able to close out the game. They have Jamal Murray, of course, Jokic. He's going to do MVP things. He was slowed down in the fourth, but we've seen what Jokic can do at his best, and I am not worried about that. So I think that the Lakers right now are in a little bit worse of a spot. They're not completely out of it, but Denver still has the upper hand in this series.
But here's the thing that you just said about Jamal Murray. You said that Jamal Murray is going to make the Lakers defense become somewhat exposed. And although I can somewhat agree with that, I can say the other thing for Jamal Murray is that he's going to be a liability on the defensive end of the floor. And we saw the LA Lakers were hunting matchups where Jamal Murray was on defense and they were trying to post him up. And Jamal Murray often had no answers for that. And that's where Anthony Davis scoring 40 points. Yeah, you could say he had an incredible game at the box score. But if you actually watched the game, if you actually analyzed what was happening, you guys could have realized that Anthony Davis could have played even better than he played in game 1. The Lakers didn't play closer to their best game, and even though they didn't play close to their best game, it was still a tight game. And that's for the Denver Nuggets. They played a picture-perfect type of game, and they still had to rely on some late-game heroics just to barely get by with the Lakers. And the Denver Nuggets are supposed to be the best home team in the NBA, essentially, yet they did not play like they were the best home team in the NBA in that game. So you look at it from that perspective, there's got to be a little bit of concern if you're the Denver Nuggets. Now, here's what I'm going to say about the LA Lakers. The Lakers don't even have to win game 2 in order to win this series. I could see the Nuggets going up 2-0 in the series, and I could see them blowing the series. The Lakers are very good at winning at home. Now, if the Lakers lose game 3 or game 4, then wake me up, because otherwise, I'm not sweating a bullet with this Lakers team. And besides, this is the same guy that said that the Memphis Grizzlies were going to go to the NBA Finals. So how credible is your analysis when it comes to the LA Lakers anyway? So we got to take that into perspective.
Okay, hold up. With the Memphis Grizzlies pick, let me get something clear. I said I could see any team from the West going to the finals or getting out in the first round. Like, it was such a toss-up in the Western Conference where I literally had no clue who to pick. If you're going to knock on my pick for Memphis, you're the guy who said Milwaukee was going to win the championship.
That's true. That's true. In my defense, though, everybody picked the Milwaukee Bucks out of the Eastern Conference, basically. A lot of people did. I'm not going to say everybody, but a lot of people did. They were the favorites. The Memphis Grizzlies were not the favorites to get out of the Western Conference.
They were favored against the Lakers. You picked them against the Lakers.
I did pick the Grizzlies. I will say that, though. But in all seriousness, though, you look at this Lakers team, I feel pretty good about where they're at. What do you think is going to happen in Game 2? You think the Lakers are going to steal Game 2, or you think Denver defends home court for Game 2?
I think Denver is going to win another tight game. I think they're going to come out guns blazing. I think they're going to have some of the same recipe that they had in game 1. They have the home crowd on their side. I think they're probably going to get Jokic going early. I think they're going to have Porter going early. And then I think in the fourth quarter, I think Murray's going to step up huge. I think it's going to be another high scoring game. I think the crowd's going to be really into it. I think it could be a back and forth game. But like game 1, I think that the Nuggets, I think they're going to squeak by. I think they're going to have a little more firepower in game 2, and I see them going up 2-0.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and agree with you, because I got Denver winning game 2 just because of the fact that they're at home. They're supposed to be really good at home as well. Nikola Jokic is a great player. He's going to continue doing that. And the Lakers are not a great road team. So I still think the Denver Nuggets are going to win game 2. But I got to ask you this, though. Do you think the Nuggets hold on and win this series, or do you think the Lakers can still make a comeback even when down 0-2?
Even down 0-2, the Lakers, they do have the personnel and they do have the team to come back and win the series. But I still have Nuggets in 7. I think it's just going to be a back and forth series. I think it's going to be blow after blow. And I think in that game 7, I think that the coaching's really going to matter. I think Michael Malone, I think he's a better coach. They're going to have the home crowd. And I think with Murray, I think with Jokic, they're going to break through. I think they're going to get to their first finals. I wouldn't be shocked if the Lakers won, but I just have more belief in the Nuggets. I have more belief in their depth. I just have more belief in their personnel. I just have more belief in them than I do with the Lakers, as we've seen a lot of their players can be come and go.
Well, I got the Lakers being able to come back from the series even down 0-2 because of the fact that LeBron James has been really good in his games at home. The Lakers, they haven't lost a game at home all series long. And if you're the LA Lakers, you're thinking, please just get this to a Game 7 because Game 7 LeBron is built different. Game 7 LeBron is the bigger advantage in all of this, even including Denver's home court. So I'm thinking the Lakers can still come back and win this series in 7 games. But I still think that the Lakers, they have got to feel pretty good about themselves after Game 1 because they could have just thrown in the towel and gotten blown out, but they didn't. They fought back, they clawed their way through, and they almost stole Game 1. And if the Denver Nuggets slip up in the fourth quarter like they did in that Game 1, then they're going to be screwed in that regard. But I don't think the Denver Nuggets are going to slip up like that again, at least not to that extent. But I think that the Nuggets, they'll end up winning Game 2, but I got the Lakers winning the series in 7 games. Alright, well, thanks for being on the show, Holden. Appreciate you coming on here. Alright, make sure you follow his Instagram accounts. He's got 2 of them. He's got at Holden_great. The other Instagram account that he has is at sports.analyzed. Again, thanks for being on the show, man.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Have a good one.
Oh yeah, you too, man. See ya, bro.
Peace.
Yup, bye. That was Holden Douglas that you guys just heard. So he's got the Nuggets winning the series in 7 games. I got the Lakers winning the series in 7 games. As for whether or not he feels better or worse about the Lakers, he's going to give the answer of feeling worse if you're the LA Lakers. On the other hand, I'm going to say that the Lakers should be feeling better about themselves after Game 1. Even though the Lakers lost the game, they got a moral victory out of it, and they were able to be competitive despite how well the Nuggets played. The Nuggets have got to be a little bit worried. If you're the LA Lakers, you gotta think, okay, maybe we found some formulas that could slow down the Nuggets. So that is why I feel better about the Lakers now, even though they lost Game 1 to the Nuggets. Remember, go ahead and subscribe to Sports Guy Talking, like the video, and please comment down below. If you guys do that, I may shout you guys out in my Instagram story every Monday. That will be for the at Dustin Tran Instagram account. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at Dustin Tran and at Sports Guy Talking. Also, go follow me on Twitter at Dustin Tran. Again, go ahead and do those things that I just told you guys to go do. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the content that was just produced. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed that video. Want more Sports Guy Talking, the home of great sports content? Make sure you click that subscribe button to get the latest from Sports Guy Talking. Go ahead and like the video, comment down below, check the description box on the video in order to follow my Instagram and Twitter. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from the YouTube channel, Sports Guy Talking.